everything. It's very difficult to quantify one thing, but number one, I often am asked that question, and people don't know how humorous he was. I think that during times of great events taking place, humor is something that helps you navigate through very difficult circumstances. So he and his team were always jokes that they were making. The public didn't get to see that, but that's one thing. Number two, most people wouldn't know that Dad was a very sort of talented athlete. He played baseball, he played football. He could jump really well. As a kid at 10 years old, obviously he played with us. But probably, I guess the most important thing that I hope people know and learn is that the vision that he had was inclusive for everyone, no matter who and where you were. And if we could use that model and embrace that model, we really could transform the world for all humankind.
Andrea, as I mentioned prior to meeting Martin King III, you were engaged in activism across this country, much like your mother-in-law. So, the same question for you. What do you wish that people knew about Coretta that they probably don't know?
I think that a lot of what we do know about Coretta Scott King is true. Her strength, her fortitude, even her vision. But I think that most people truly don't understand about the partnership that she had with Martin Luther King Jr. That she was not merely the wife of, that she herself was an activist. Not only was she an activist, in many ways she mentored Martin Luther King Jr. She was an activist in college and very involved in the peace movement, very involved in the quest for humanity. So when he met Coretta Scott King, he wasn't just meeting a woman, he met his match. One thing too I wanted to add to everything my wonderful husband said, I just thought about this, I hadn't thought about it earlier. One thing that I also wish that people knew about my father-in-law was he was 39 years old when he was assassinated. And after his death, when an autopsy was performed, he had the heart of a 60-year-old. And in some ways, the heart that he had for humanity, for all of us, that the price of leadership is not one about being in front of the cameras and all of the glitz and the glamour, that in every fiber of his being, to his actual heart, was given out for humanity. And one of the things that we are very passionate about, all of us understanding, is that love for humanity included each and every one of us here today. And that's why the work of the Institute is so incredibly important. And Evan, your involvement and what you've done to make sure that this work will continue to be institutionalized for the nation and for the world is incredibly important. But I want each one of us today to go out knowing that you all had a very special place in the heart, literally, of Martin Luther